Students of Muteki University, faculty, staff, and friends. A pleasant evening to all of you. My name is Sensay Muteki, and I have a very important announcement to make. That was obviously a joke, but I do have an important announcement to make. Please stop taking photos. It might be too distracting. Are the people taking photos too distracting? Should I shoo them away? Is it okay? Is it okay that they stay? All right. So, about a year ago, Sensei Muteki streamed for the very first time. I do not remember anymore what this stream was. It would be either Monster Hunter Rise or Genshin Impact. But it has been a year. Since then, we've had so many updates. We've seen Inazuma, we've seen Sumeru in Genshin. In Monster Hunter, we've seen Sunbreak. But through it all, you all have stayed and have tuned in to each one of my streams. And for that, you have my thanks. I am very, very grateful. Okay, that's the end of that. I don't actually have a script. That was all impromptu. What else am I supposed to say? Anyway, good evening once again, everyone. My name is Sensei Muteki. Stop taking pictures of me. Yeah, thank you. There you go. Thank you. Oh my god. Not now. Not now. It won't make sense. Oh wait. Okay. What's the command for that? Is it this? Oh shit, not that. Is it this? Nope, not that. Is it this? There you go. Konnichiwa, minasan. Watashi no namae wa Muteki Sensei desu. Kyou wa sensei ni sasete kudasai. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I can go on with my formal announcement. I think I can impromptu make a speech on the fly, but what's your question? Ren Mori or Ren, what is your question? Please speak up. Should I cook nuggets for your dinner? Nuggets is not a good source of any type of nutrients, but if it makes you happy, then go for it. Happiness is an important resource as well. And perhaps nutrition could wait if happiness needs to be prioritized. If it makes you happy, Ren, go and eat nuggets. But just make sure you're getting proper nutrients and a balanced diet for your breakfast tomorrow and the rest of your meals for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, I mean. Sana all happy. I know, right? Okay. So, I really do have an important announcement to make this evening. As you may have known, I will be celebrating my streaming anniversary on the 10th of July next week. 10th of July marks the first day I actually streamed. Hold on. I'm receiving a lot of messages on Discord, just making sure that that's not... Okay, no, it's not. It's not my managers telling me something's wrong. Good. So, it's been almost a year since I started streaming, and I was hoping to commemorate the event through the activities of next week. However, I am not one to be so self-centered and conceited and I don't know. I don't want the celebration to be about me. Instead, I want the celebration to be about all of you who helped me through 12 months almost. Almost at this point. Will be 12 months on Monday. So have seen me through for the past 12 months. Insert the worst thing imaginable. What is the worst thing imaginable? But yeah, I do want to make this as much about you as it is about the one entire year of streaming that I did not even think I would be able to do. When I started streaming for the first time, I know you can't take me seriously right now in my Aranara mode, but am I not cute? I'm cute, right? I'm like tiny floating on the podium. Anyway, when I started streaming, oh my god, please. I don't want to ban you, Hero Tanta. Please don't break every single rule in my chat. I do not want to time you out. My managers might time you out. Anyway, but welcome, Tanta. I hope you enjoy your time tonight. It's just gonna be a short and sweet stream. Honestly, it's just for my announcements for next week. I don't explosion. Is that a Konosuba reference? I don't want to drag this on too much, but I do want to get your inputs, right? I do want to get your inputs, chat, about what I will be doing next week. Um, there are some activities that are already set in stone, things that I might not change, but there are those that I would like to get your inputs from. Okay, inputs for, I mean. So, without further ado, shall we move on over to the classroom and continue the rest of the stream from there? Shall we? Okay, I think this is slightly more comfortable for me. The silence was a little eerie. Welcome once again, everyone, and glad you could join my stream tonight. Next week, on the 10th, I will be celebrating my very first stream anniversary. It's still surreal to me how I managed to sustain streaming for an entire year. 1 year ago, I didn't even think I will make it to my first year anniversary. Not that I had any plans. How do I make a VTuber disappear? Unfortunately, you cannot do that. I can be like this though. Might be a little better. There you go. Anyway, oh my god, there you go. Thank you for the claim. Right. So, I didn't even think I'll make it to 1 year. Honestly, like I didn't have any plans of stopping. I it's a hobby that I enjoy. It's an activity that I enjoy. I really do enjoy doing this, talking to all of you, playing games while you watch, playing games horribly while you watch me fail. Oh my god, the sticker noises, right? The slap noise is so distracting. Like, oh my god, where did that come from? But keep it up. So, with that said, oh my god, another one. With that said, yeah, there is. Do you not hear it? Hold on. Maybe I don't have it set up. Give me a minute. I'm gonna see. Does it not make noise? It makes noise for me. Does it not? It sounds like someone slapping something. I don't know. Do you not hear it? Like, honestly, do you not hear it? It's not there. Oh, I should look that up. See what's causing it. Why is it not making noise for you guys? It should be here. Okay. No noise? Really? I have no setting for that. I'll check that later. Anyway. So where was I? What was I saying? Yeah, so my plans for next week would be like an entire week long. Well, not week long, but every day of next week, probably except for one day, but we'll see. But every day of next week we will have a stream. Each stream is something that means something to me, something that I value. So I would like to get your input about my schedule for next week. Is there anything that you'd like to change? Is there anything that you'd like to see? So without further ado, this is my schedule for next week. I'll show it to you now. Where is it? Please don't disappear. I placed it on my OBS a while ago. Where did it go? Give me a second. Where did I put it? It's here. There we go. Found it. Hey. Jajam. That's my... Oops. Let me actually remove this for a while so it's not too crowded in here. There you go. That's my anniversary celebration schedule for next week. So the perhaps the only activity that's like super set in stone would be the activity on Monday, the N questions stream with one Mr. Hal Sonaros. That one is set in stone because we've been planning this for quite some time now. And also the culminating activity on Saturday. That's also something that's set in stone. The rest, if you have inputs, I would like to hear them. So, for example, on Tuesday, I don't know if you can read it. Can you read it? I'm not sure if it's large enough. But on Tuesday, we will have a reunion of the Intelligent Hunters and Friends. So, the reason why I wanted to do this was, like I said, one of our earlier streams was Monster Hunter Rise. And it's been a while since we actually played Monster Hunter Rise on stream. It's been a while since the Intelligent Hunters have gathered. And so, I would like to see where we are now, 1 year later. I heard Mr. Panda Afros already has some Master Rank armor. I certainly do not. So, that's the plan for Tuesday. And then for Wednesday, this one is still malleable. I could still change this. The only thing sure on Wednesday is I wanna open some Yu-Gi-Oh packs on Master Duel. I heard that the new what do you call them? Packs that go on rotation? Whatever they're called. The normal packs or something like that, right? New normal packs will come out on Wednesday next week, on the 12th. And I've been saving up a lot of gems for these normal packs. Is it a banner? I don't even know if they call it a banner. I suppose they're just called normal packs, right? So the new normal packs are coming out on Wednesday, right? Wednesday next week. And so I wanna spend all my gems. I joined Master Duel and bought 3 Blackwing. What do I do with the extra 2 copies? Well, Tanta, unfortunately, you will get extra copies of stuff if you buy 3 of the standard, or sorry, what do you call them? Structure decks, right? 3 of the structure decks. But, hey, you could at least form one semi-competitive deck that you could bring to events or play on casuals and maybe win some solo games. So you could pull for new cards and maybe craft the staples. But the extra copies, unfortunately, can't do anything with them. They'll just stay in your inventory. I know. I bought 3 copies of the Salaman Great structure deck. And I have like 6 copies of one card. And I can't dismantle them because they came from the structure deck. So I have come to terms with the fact that I will just forever have 6 copies of this one random card. It is what it is. So anyway, right, Wednesday next week, the new Labyrinth normal packs are coming out, and I wanna open some because I'm actually building a Labyrinth deck. Lady Labyrinth and Lovely Labyrinth is just so pretty. I cannot. For those who do not know, when I play Master Duel, when I build decks in Master Duel, I only build waifu decks. That's how I limit myself from spending. I don't build particularly meta decks, although it just so happened that some of the stronger waifu decks are also meta decks. So, here or there, right? Neither here nor there. The reason I built them is because they're waifus in that archetype. So I have Rikas, there are some waifus in Rikas, there are some waifus in Exo Sisters, there are some waifus in Witchcrafters, there's a waifu in Vernus, etc., etc. And there's a waifu in Labyrinth, and I do not have a Labyrinth deck, so it's time to rectify that. So that's the only, I guess, not even set in stone, but that's the immutable aspect of my plans for Wednesday next week. The only other plan I have is, well, I've been digging through my archives and I wanted to watch a very old stream. I'm not positive that this was my first stream ever. I'm not sure. But it is a very old stream and I want to watch it and I want to react to it with you guys, and hopefully you'd enjoy me cringing in the corner because I absolutely hate hearing my own voice. I haven't gotten over. I thought I have, honestly. My other work sometimes demands that I record voiceovers for lessons, right? If you haven't been following me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is Sensay Muteki. I'm Sensay Muteki everywhere, essentially. If you haven't been following me on Twitter, I did mention in my 4 IRL facts about me that IRL, I am a teacher. Me being Sensay is both real and a persona. So, in my other work as a teacher, I am required every once in a while to record some lectures, and I don't just record them, I actually edit them to make sure that they're quality. I don't just Sensei is a sensei. Oh my god. Wow, how revelatory. Sensei is a sensei. But yeah, I am. I mean, isn't it obvious? So, yeah. That means I've actually heard my voice several times, and there are occasions where or when I could disassociate myself from the voice I'm hearing, right? Like, oh no, your immersion is broken. Oh my god, whatever shall we do? Metal waifu decks are basically women beating up people. I mean, please don't go down that rabbit hole, because there are many other terrifying things that you might be able to conclude. So please, suspend your disbelief for a moment there. They're just pretty waifus. Your nuggets are being cooked? Oh my god, nice. Let's go! I had my dinner before stream. What was my dinner? It was some tuna taco thing with sriracha salsa. I'm kinda new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Would you believe me if I told you that how many months ago? Maybe a month ago. I've only started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 month ago. I've only started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 month ago, and I've already clocked like how many hours on Master Duel now? It may not even be a month ago. When did I even start? Maybe about a month ago by now. I've already clocked like 300 plus hours. To say that I'm addicted might be an understatement. I mean, I love card games, right? I am first and foremost a Magic the Gathering player. Love that game. Don't like the company that's producing it, but I love the game. And then, you know, because I can't find other people to play Magic the Gathering with for some time, I decided, you know what, let's try playing some Master Duel. So that's where that started. Prior to that, I've also played Vanguard before. I don't have Vanguard cards. I almost started collecting Vanguard cards a long time ago, but I didn't, fortunately. I was turned away by the exorbitant cost of the cards from my favorite archetype in Vanguard, Amaterasu. The cost of cards for the Amaterasu archetype is like, oh my god. I can't justify buying a piece of cardboard that's worth 10k in local currency. Manisan Chloe, could you convert that to dollars for me? What is 10k in local currency to USD? Oh, anyway, there's that. I played Vanguard. I also played Pokemon. $200. See? $200? Can you justify paying $200 for a single piece of cardboard? Good if it's an entire deck, right? Something that I could play with against other people, but $200 for a single card. I only know pesos. Well, welcome. It's the same. It's 10,000 pesos. $200 is 10,000 pesos. So there you go. Photo cards. But for photo cards, I treat them differently because photo cards are collectibles, right? And they do retain their value. The problem with trading cards is, depending on the meta, sometimes their value dips. Some cards just lose value out of the blue. Like I have seen Magic the Gathering cards start at 5,000 pesos, and then a month or so later, because of some new printing, the value gets, the value plummets to something more affordable, I guess. I play this arcade game called Orika Battle. It's basically an arcade TCG. So, well, I say arcade TCGs. Oh, don't excuse my retail mistakes. And tournament service has been terminated because of lockdown. Because of lockdown in particular, that's why I started playing Master Duel and the other online card games. Really, yeah, because it's hard to find a play group to play, physical Magic the Gathering with. I found a new play group, and there are still people from my older play group that I still play Magic the Gathering with. Nyakasen, for instance, for example, we still play Magic the Gathering when we're able to, but for the most part, it's been difficult to find somebody else for face to face. Partly my fault. I don't want to leave the house. When is Commander Night? That's a very good question, Blanc. That's coming. That's soon, TM. Soon-tum. We do have plans for a Commander game. There's a mobile app, but it's Japan exclusive. There are free apps as well on the internet, right? That might facilitate, say for example, webcam play, like you're playing with a top-down POV webcam. Anyway, yeah. I just play single player and grind levels. I mean, I do the same for Master Duel. Until recently. Right? That changed when a certain group of my dear students in Moteki University convinced me to climb the rank ladder of Master Duel. And I have been climbing a little bit because I want to accumulate more gems. I want to get more gems in preparation for next week. But I haven't been climbing super seriously. Like every day I'll play like a game or two maybe of ranked, and then if I get tilted then I stop, right? Nuggets have been cooked. I shall enjoy them with coffee and cheesecake. Wow, what a combination. Coffee, cheesecake, and chicken nuggets. CCZs, the 3 C's. Eventually, Manisan, Chloe, and Blanc, I will also make it to gold, and I will make it to plat. Actually, when I start the series of streams where I try to rank up as far as I could possibly go, if by then I'm already gold, then what if we raise the target higher, like not just plat? Maybe we go for what's after plat. What is after plat? Is it master already after plat? I don't think so. I just like the icon for plat. That's why I'm aiming for plat. I like to have the plat icon. I missed out on every tournament of arcade games I play. Oh, there's still diamond. All right. Aw. I mean, I'm not quite sure about tournaments, but hey, I mean, the closest you can get to that in Master Duel is playing ranked, so. So yeah. The other reason I want to do a pack opening stream on Wednesday next week is one of our earlier streams is actually pack opening streams. Like actual physical card packs of Magic the Gathering, actually. I remember back on my second or maybe third month of streaming. Back then, we didn't have the Saturday podcast yet. So my Saturday stream usually started with pack openings before I start playing Genshin or some other game, right? So I did some pack openings back then of Magic the Gathering cards. And while unfortunately at the moment I cannot justify opening packs of Magic the Gathering, not just because of financial reasons. Actually, it's more of because the quality of the cards. Is it the quality of, how do I explain it? The sudden explosion of of card sets, right? I can't tell anymore which set I'm actually interested in, right? Like, I'm looking forward to a return to, say, Kaladesh. I love that set. But Ixalan, which is coming soon, the Lord of the Rings, nothing against Lord of the Rings, but I'm not quite sure if I actually want to open Lord of the Rings packs. It's a Universes Beyond thing. It's a collab with Lord of the Rings. Ikoria, I'm not sure if I want to open packs of these sets. So yeah, I have not opened actual physical card packs for the longest time on stream. So hey, let's simulate that feel. Let's simulate that feel by opening Master Duel packs instead. My goal is to maybe hit one Lady Labyrinth or one Lovely Labyrinth, and then maybe I'll just craft the rest of what the deck needs. So that's my idea for Wednesday next week. And then on Thursday, I think for those of you who are new here, then you probably don't, but I do love playing my ukulele. I am not a very good singer. I think I am decent at best. But I do love playing the ukulele and I do love singing to the ukulele. I just think the sound that the ukulele makes is so pretty. It's like the guitar still produces a fuller sound, and I guess if you're going for that, then the guitar is the instrument for you. But there's something about the pretty sound of the ukulele, and to think that it's coming from such a tiny instrument compared to a guitar. At least it's a smaller instrument. To think that an instrument with 4 strings could produce such beautiful sounds, there's something romantic about it. I tried the guitar, but it was too hard since I forget notes daily. When I played guitar for the first time, I started with chords. That's something that I slightly regret. Not fully, because now I still do have a guitar and I'm still learning how to play it. But it's difficult. It's really difficult to play notes on the guitar, like memorizing where the notes are. I'm sure. So it's the chords. Okay. Well, about the notes, let me just complete my thought on that one. I know there are systems to make it easier for you to remember which notes to play. And actually, I'm working with one now. I'm learning how to play the pentatonic scale. So it's a little easier, just five notes per octave. We're not on octave anymore, right? 5 notes per scale, I guess. I guess you can't call it an octave anymore because there's just 5 notes. But anyway, I did start with chords though. And I think really the key to playing with chords, just don't play Toxic Gossip Train, that'll be good. The key with learning chords is to just practice every day. I was super slow also when I first started playing the guitar. It was super frustrating. Extremely frustrating to like, oh, I need to go from G to C. How do I do that? And then my muscle memory isn't there yet. So from G I have to stop and then 1, 2, 3, and then I form the C chord. And then apart from the major chords, there's also the minor chords, like what you're mentioning, Tanta. Is it okay if I call you Tanta, or do you prefer Hero? I've been calling you Tanta. I'm not sure if you prefer Hero. It's just, to me, Tanta is more unique. That's why I'm calling you Tanta. But if you prefer to be called Hero, I can change. So, yeah. It took me a while. It took me like a month. It took me a month, right? To learn how to properly transition from one chord to another. And it will take me a few more months to memorize chords. And even to this day, there are chords that I can't form on the ukulele of all things. The ukulele only has 4 strings, so chords are easier to form on the ukulele. But there would still be days when I would forget, like, how do you do a D minor 7? Or how do you do an F sharp minor, right? What's with the cat sticker? Is it behind bits? I forgot what I did to the cat sticker. It's so cute though. I love that cat sticker. It's not in my emotes because I use it for the stretch redeem. Oh, it's 10 bits. How did you did you know that Sensei is about to have his anniversary celebration week? Oh my god. Welcome, welcome, Halsonaros. Hello, hello, Hal. How are you? God, I called you by your full name. Imagine calling you still by your full name. Remember the first time you hopped onto one of my streams and I called you by your full name? Halsonaros. At least you call me Sensei Muteki now and not Sensei Matsutaki. Okay. Good, good, good. I'm just discussing with chat if there's any things that you would like to see, any streams, any ideas that you would like to toss for my celebration stream, for our celebration stream next week. Because like I said, I don't want this to just be about me because that's unfair. That's a disservice to all of you who tune in to me for some reason, who still watch my streams for some reason, right? You are the ones who made all of this possible, this 1 year thing possible. So it is indeed our celebration, not just mine, right? I'm doing this 1 week of celebrations, not just for myself, but for everyone, for all of you. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tier list. That's an interesting idea. But who do I tier list? Tier list of characters? Tier list of protagonists? Or do I tier list cards from the franchise? Structure deck tier list? I can't do that though because I haven't played the other structure decks. The only structure decks I have copies of are actually just two. Salamangreats and Dragon Maids. Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu tier list. You know what, Blank? If on Wednesday, we're not... Sige, sure, why not? Let's squeeze that on the Wednesday stream. After pulling a couple of times, let's do a quick tier list of Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu cards. Never listened to you when you play that game. S tier stands for Shio tier. I mean, not gonna lie, I would probably rank House Dragon Maid up there. Not my favorite, but she does tick a lot of boxes for me. You know, she wears glasses. She has, she is very dignified. That's my type, you know. Do I have a type? I might have a type. It's the glasses. It's the glasses that win me over. I remember House has glasses, right? The only card game I play is Tears of... Oh, that's a card game. Shiraig is hot for fur. Shiraig. Who's Shiraig? I know Shiraig. I just forgot. Shiraig. Ah! Shuraig. Not Shiraig, right? Shuraig from... Ominous Omen. Shuraig the Ominous Omen. I mean, he's cool. He's cool. The Tri Brigade. Yeah. Tri Brigade. Ominous Omen. Shuraig. Ominous Omen. It looks cool. Not gonna lie. Looks very cool. So. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add a Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu tier list for Wednesday. I haven't done a tier list in a long time. I remember I've done at least 3 tier lists. So the very first one I made, true to form, right? True to character, true to me. The first ever tier list I ever made on stream was fruits. We made a tier list of Filipino fruits. Imagine that. Because I think that day there was this heated debate. It was while I was playing Stray. Of all games, I was playing Stray, the cat game, right? I was playing Stray and there was this debate happening on my chat saying, oh, this fruit is better. This is the superior fruit. Blah, 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 blah. I was chipping in too, right? I was fanning the flames a little to the point where we couldn't stand it anymore. I whipped out the tier maker. I looked for Filipino fruits tier maker and we just made a tier list of fruits. It's random, but it's on character. Occasionally I do some random stuff. Saturday collab with no! What the heck? No. I'm hardly large enough for that. Nya hello, Dark Tatay. I'm just sure. Ask away. If I have the answer, I'll tell you. If I don't have the answer, then unfortunate. But ask away. Sure. So where was I about the plans for next week? Yeah, Thursday. Thursday. Are you familiar with Kitsune Eve? You know, I may or may not be. Do you mind if you give me like a moment to search up Kitsune Eve? Kitsune Eve. No. Unfortunately, I am not familiar with Kitsune Eve. Why'd you ask? Let me pause this. It might suddenly start playing. Why'd you ask? She's a Fox VTuber famous on TikTok. Oh, I see. See, the thing, Dark Tata, here's a problem with me. Here's a problem with me. I'm not sure if it's a problem. I've used it to my advantage several times, right? But I'm trying to... if you know any female VTubers, please give them a heads up. Of what? What's happening? Oh, is this a problem? Is this another insider thing? Sure, go ahead. While I explain the problem about myself. Right? So problem with me is sometimes. No, not sometimes. Almost all the time. I really don't care about if you're more popular. I guess I really only care if I know the person, like, or if I know, you know, the personality. Like, for example, Iron Mouse or something. I don't really sometimes care about if you're bigger or smaller or whatever. And it's gotten me into a little bit of hot water at some points, but it has served me well at some points as well. Like, for example, I'm able to hold a conversation with some high-ranking person because I simply don't care about your rank. When you're talking to me, you talk to me as if we're equals because your rank doesn't matter in this one particular conversation. I will honor your experiences. I will honor what you have been through. And I will honor the reason why you have that rank. But I will not succumb to the pressure of that rank while you're conversing with me. I hope that makes sense. Right? So, I guess the same is true for like streamers. Like, when someone visits my stream, I wouldn't immediately... unless I know them already beforehand, you know? I would not immediately like point out, oh, this guy has like 10,000 followers, whatever. Okay, let me read through what you're mentioning, Dark Tata. I think it is very serious. So, if you know any female VTubers, please give them a heads up. Helping her out with a foreign streamer with a manhunt. Kasi a hacker nuked, then deleted her old Discord. Wow! She told us kanina morning and we're all furious. What the heck? She got hacked kahapon and the hacker nuked, then deleted her Discord server that was super close to Discord partnership, and now the hacker is asking for 30 USD for the recovery. The hacker has been doing that for a while na, and his targets are female VTubers. Hey, come on, man. Why are people like this? Why are people like this? Why do people take pleasure in the downfall of others and sabotaging others and then extorting money for it as well? Like, what in the world? Thank you for the follow, FVFXD. Sorry, how do I call you? But thank you for the follow. Hello, FV. I'll call you FV temporarily while I don't know how to call you yet. It's okay, you're not that late. I'm still in the middle of explaining what I'm gonna be doing next week. Kim. Oh, welcome, Kim. Glad you could join the stream tonight. How are you doing, Kim? I really should work on what I would say when someone follows and someone posts for the first time on my stream, because I just use the generic welcome, glad you could join the stream, etc. Okay, so we were discussing with Dark Tatay about this issue with this dude who's ransoming another female VTuber just to recover their Discord. His modus is hacking a friend of that streamer, study how that friend chats para di halata, then sends a sketch link, and boom, also her IG and Twitter almost got hit too. I think if there's... I know, this doesn't solve the problem, and I will give a heads up to my female female VTuber friends who are already in my chat, do be aware of this. But I'll give them a heads up too later. I guess what we can learn out of this is do not click on sketchy links on Discord. Gosh, I've had like so many instances of Discord accounts getting hacked because of sketchy links. But I guess if it's coming from a friend, it's so hard, right, to stop yourself from like clicking said links, especially if they're a close friend of yours. But it's oh my god, please. But do please send my love and support to, what's her name again? Kitsune Eve. I do hope that she would be able to recover her Discord server soon. And I hope that whoever this person is who's extorting her for money, I hope that some way, somehow, he be put into justice. Because, oh my god, imagine building your community and then have some, sorry for the language, some dipshit come in and ruin everything. My god. We made a new server. Good. And I hope that that new server is thriving right now. Manisan Chloe, maybe we should back up our own Discord server. It's quite big now. And while I don't, it's not just for if we would get hacked or something. I'm taking every precaution necessary to make sure that doesn't happen. But maybe we should back up the server just in case if there's an option. Anyway, Kim, you feel a little bad, but I like that emotion. There's something about melancholy, no, Kim? Like when you're in the middle of a melancholic state, there's something about it that makes you want to stay there. But at the same time, please make sure to take care of yourself, right? Please do make sure that you're taking care of yourself so that this doesn't progress into something far worse. You see, melancholy could very easily slip into something worse. And so, oh, you don't take care of yourself? Oh no, maybe you have someone who could take care of you, but you care about others. All right. But I appreciate that though, Kim, that you care about other people. Now, sometimes I feel like I'm in a bit of a similar situation. But one of the things I'm learning is for me to be able to take care of others better, I do have to take care of myself too. I make sure that by taking care of myself, I don't become too self-centered. But I do take at least some basic steps to make sure that I am okay. Because I cannot in good faith continue to be a sponge for others. I cannot in good faith continue to take care of others while I myself am down in the dumps, while I myself am suffering. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit bad of the head. I see. Well, if there's something that's disabling you from taking care of yourself, maybe I do hope this is easier said than done, and with all respect, of course, but I do hope that there's someone who's there taking care of you, you know? I think the saddest thing in life is to live alone, to not have even the smallest group of friends to take care of you. So I do hope that you have friends taking care of you. Ta-da. Oops, sorry. I was being asked to check the end. No, Give me a second. By the way, sorry, I would need to go back to topic now because I do remember. Oops, I forgot. It's almost 9 p.m. already. I have to end the stream by I have to end the stream by 10. I do have only until 10 p.m. to stream tonight because of other things that I need to do later in the afternoon to prepare for next week and also to do other things. Back to your Delma, how to greet people coming in. Well, you're a teacher, so you can try maybe like welcoming to the class. I've been thinking of that too, right? I've been thinking of coming up with a class greeting. Welcome to the class or something. Hey, wait, hold on. Maybe Manisan Chloe, I think it's okay to not make it sub only. I will reminder perhaps to the chat that for now, just for this evening, again, because I only have a limited amount of time to stream tonight. Let's focus on the topic at hand. But still, I appreciate both of you, Dark Tatay and Kim, for hopping by and sharing a little bit about yourself. I did ask how you were doing, so I just tend to go into these long tirades because hey, that's how I am, I guess. But yeah, so back to the point. Sige, on Wednesday, let's add to the plan. Let's add to the celebration plan a Yu-Gi-Oh tier list of waifus. How does that sound? Let's do that because why not? We have not done tier lists for a long time. Okay, sure. Noting that down. Then, I think we were already on Thursday. What my plans would be for Thursday next week. My plans for Thursday next week would be ukulele or karaoke. All series or specific lang. I think we're just gonna do card waifus. I think it's just the waifus for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So the Dragon Maids of the world, the lovely labyrinths, the Exo Sisters, the fudge. What was the name of that other archetype? Marine says, but not the young ones. The waifu ones. Yeah. So, we'll do that. We'll add that to Wednesday. Dark Magician, of course. DMG has to be there. Although, I'll leave it to Wednesday. I was about to spoil where I might end up putting DMG. Anyway, on Wednesday, let's leave that. Let's reserve that for Wednesday. We have enough content for the Wednesday stream. Let's not spoil what I think about Dark Magician Girl. Anyway, on Thursday, that'll be the ukulele/karaoke stream. I'm leaning more towards ukulele, but if there are songs that I couldn't play on the ukulele, then we'll just do a karaoke. This is the first time in a long time for me to do a solo ukulele/karaoke stream, right? It's been a while since I last did a solo karaoke. Usually when I karaoke, I do it with Motekiyu because it's more fun. It's more fun to karaoke with friends. I just have a lot more fun if it's with other members of Moteki University. But for the Thursday stream, it'll just be me. I have a set list planned already. But if there are songs that you would like me to learn ahead of time, if they're not that difficult, sure. Leave them in the chat. Or if you're not yet in the Discord, join the Discord server and then leave it in general. Or we might start some threads in our general chat in our Discord server just to keep track of suggestions. Isang December Avenue, sure. Give me a title and I'll see if it's difficult. December Avenue songs are difficult though. They have esoteric chords. As much as we harp on December Avenue for like, if you hear one of their songs, you've heard all of them. They do have some weird chords. They use some weird chords in some of their songs. Not all of them, but they're more popular ones. I think they use some strange flat sharp 7 or whatever chords. Give them props, I guess, for like using these like esoteric, not so common chords. Yeah, but if you have any song suggestions, do leave them in. We'll start some threads in the general chat of Muteki University. Do leave them there so I could learn them ahead of time before the actual karaoke ukulele stream. And then on Saturday, this is one of the activities that's already. Oh, sorry, I skipped Friday. But I skipped Friday. Friday will be Punishment Friday. For Punishment Friday, usually on Friday evenings we do punishment streams. It's a game mode that we invented in Moteki U because one, we needed some. It's hardly a new invention. I'm sure someone thought of this already, but we put our own little spin to it, right? And we made this because one, we need some more physical activities in our lives. We need some more exercises. And two, we want to get better in some of the games that we play. Get better in like gigantic air quotes, like huge air quotes. So, to hit both birds with one stone, to motivate us to play as well as we could, and also to do some extra exercises, we came up with the idea of punishment. First, it was punishment Aram, and then eventually it made its way to punishment Valo, and then recently Poltergeist, a friend of the stream and part of Moteki University as well, also held punishment Halo. Valo, Halo, those are two different games. Right? So we've made these punishment games. Hindi ba kasi gusto lang natin mapunish? I mean, maybe that's a hidden third agenda, Manisan Chloe. Maybe it's a hidden third agenda. We just like the punishment. To celebrate that, I was thinking we do Punishment Friday. So what will Punishment Friday be? We might play Punishment Arams and also Punishment Valo. We limit it to a reasonable amount of time for both. But we'll see if we can play both games. And then we get punished extra. We're thinking of adding additional stipulations like a Batsu wheel or whatever. Hey, if you have ideas, my dear students, if you have ideas, again, I'm open to suggestions. I'm willing to hear your suggestions, right? If you're not yet on the Discord server, please do consider applying for Muteki University. Please do join our Discord server. Let me pull up the link. There you go. Join our Discord server. And then, oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Ayame. And we'll start some threads for suggestions, right? Is that like a mild masochism? I mean, mild is a relative term. Of all the words in that sentence to hyper focus on, I don't think mild was the expected word. Hey, you know, a little bit of punishment helps remind us that we are only humans and sometimes we need to feel pain in order to feel alive. What? So yeah, if you have other stipulations that you would like to suggest, we'll consider them. We'll see what we can add to the already, I guess, punishing game mode of Punishment Aram and Punishment Valo. And then finally, on Saturday, this is another activity that's set in stone already, and it's something that I'm really excited to do. It's the culminating activity for the anniversary celebration. You see, there are a lot of individuals who I consider are very important in the, I guess the term is establishment, has been very important in our journey in Moteki University. Essentially is what I'm trying to say. They've been very important in this journey. They're now and have been in the past too. Like very, very close friends of mine who have been who's been there, right? And has been providing a lot of support for me, for Moteki U, for everyone in the server, in the Discord server. So I want to highlight them. I want to give them a spotlight. So for the culminating activity, this is patterned after the call-in streams that some VTubers do sometimes. Hello, X-Hans. What's up? We're just discussing anniversary celebration stuff for next week. because I am celebrating my first stream anniversary on the 10th of July. And if this is kind of deja vu to you, if you've been watching one Mr. Halsonaros's streams this week, then you may have noticed that we do have a very similar stream anniversary. It's almost exactly the same day. I think Hal started July 9, I started July 10, so we're literally twins. Or is it the other way around? I forgot anymore. Anyway, we started like July 10, more or less. So there's that. So, anyway, where was I? So for Saturday, right? One of my favorite things to do on stream is to just have a conversation with a collaborator, right? And so I've invited a few very important people, VIPs, a few VIPs to join me on that Saturday stream. One by one, we will have a conversation, and then you'll see the rest on that day. But ano favorite number mo sa electric fan? Oh my god. You reminded me, Mane-san Chloe. Today, this is a quick, very, very quick tangent. Today I heard the worst ever pickup line, opening line. For context, I hate the idea of, you know, when they use the word game to refer to, I guess, a male human. A male human? What am I? Am I an alien? Male human? A dude's ability to quote and to oh my god, I don't even like to use the word. A dude's ability to pick up women, right? And they call that their game. And I hate that concept because I'm not about that life. I mean, if you're like that, then you do you, I guess. But I don't like viewing relationships as a game. Riz, okay, Riz. Probably Riz. I'll take Riz, I guess. But I don't view relationships as a game, right? I don't view forming a romantic companionship relationship with someone as like a score that you need to keep track of. Oh, I was able to riz up 10 ladies last night or whatever, right? I'm not for that. Like, it's so superficial, it's so shallow. Like, oh my god. But anyway, why am I bringing that up? Even if I'm against that, the person who said this pickup line has like zero game at all. Oh my god. You know what that pickup line is? So, a friend told me this story, right? Of someone trying to, as the kids would say, as you hip kids would say, try to riz her up, right? The dude was trying to riz her up. They were, I think they were in an elevator on the way to this guy's condominium unit or something. I think that's how the story went. And while in the elevator, the dude opened with this line. I'll say it in Filipino and then I'll translate it in English, right? The dude opened with this line. Anong material ng bra mo? Or in English, what material is your bra, your brassiere, your bra made of? Like, damn. Why open with that line? Where are you gonna take that? What's your plan from there? It is a red flag. 100% red flag, right? Like, what's your plan from there? Why? I'd take Mane-san Chloe's anong paborito mong number sa electric fan? Right? Oh my god. Hello, Jang 56. I'll take anong Fabcon ginagamit mo sa brief mo. Wala ba? Gusto niya magsuot ng same bra as the friend. I mean, there is no outcome where things will be positive in the end. If you use that opening line, what outcome were you hoping to have? What type of opening line is that? And yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of, I am not a believer of that type of life, you know? Um Pickup lines or whatever, like taken seriously. Like pickup lines taken as a joke. Sure, that works, right? At least I know that you're funny. At least I know that we can hit it up, and you know, we can have some funny interactions, and you know, being funny is a positive thing for me. It's a green flag, you know. At least we could hold the conversation. But to begin with that, holy shit. I petition for Jang56 to be banned from chat too. Why? What kind of opening line? One that's bound to fail 100% and 100% true. Yes. Sad to say there are a group of girls who are into that too, although they are the minority. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, right? If you're for that, then you do you, right? To me, it just feels so superficial, and I don't think I would, you know, if I was single, I'm not, but I don't think I would be into that sort of life, you know, if I were single. Like, I value actual proper relationships versus ones established out of straw and hay of, you know, straw and hay of a rickety pickup line, or a straw and hay of whatever this game thing is. Like for me, pickup lines, Riz, right? These are things that you don't take seriously. You just, I mean, you know, sometimes you do need an icebreaker to start conversations with other people. But we take it into a comedic direction. We don't take ourselves too seriously, right? And, you know, I think that's more fun at the end of the day. You're not trying to live a kind of life. You are living your life. I hope that makes sense, right? Yeah. But anyway, tangent aside, I just only mentioned that because Manisan Chloe mentioned anong paborito mong number sa electric fan. And that's a better opening line than anong material ng bra mo. My gosh. Makes me really angry just thinking about it. Anyway, yeah, so going back to the stream anniversary schedule. So on Saturday we will have kind of like a call-in stream where I get we will have, or I'll have, one-on-one conversations with important people who have helped establish Sensay Muteki, me, and who have helped establish Muteki University. So I suppose the guest list will just be a surprise for Saturday, but more or less likely these are the people that you expect, the people who have always been in my chats, or who have always been collaborating with me or helping me. Yeah, these are the people who are regularly a part of my streams too. Oh, yes. There might be a few surprises here and there though. A few surprises because, hey, it's been a while since I last collab with this person, or we've only started collabing frequently. Anong sana kasama ako? Sige ka. So that's it, really. That's all I have for next week's streams. What do you think? Like I said, you all are a big part of why I do this. My interactions with you in chat is a big part of why I do this, right? And I want to know, is there anything else that you'd like to see from next week's celebrations? Is there anything that you missed, perhaps, that we used to do in the past, previous streams, and maybe you want to see again? Or are there, I guess, people perhaps that you want to see during the anniversary celebrations? Any suggestions perhaps, chat? Na-miss ko na yung hot Tears of Timis. I don't know if we have time to squeeze a short Tears of Timis stream. next week. I mean, maybe before the culminating activity, since I did put it at 8 p.m., we could start an hour earlier just to play a little bit of Tears before we proceed to the culminating activity while we're waiting for everyone to be ready. I mean, sure, I think that's fine, right? I think an hour of Tears of Themis on Saturday before the 8 p.m. stream would be fine. Note that down. Write that down, Manesan Chloe, in the list of suggestions. The list of revisions. My gosh, my next week will be jam-packed and I love it. Hello, Manesan says B. How are you doing? Hello. We're just discussing now. Any suggestions for streams for next week? By the way, while we're waiting for said suggestions, again, if you're not in the Discord, do join our Discord server. I think he's here. Do join our Discord server if you do, please. We are looking for a few things as well for our streams next week, especially for the Monday stream. We're looking for questions that you would like to ask me and Hal. Our managers will select questions that we could answer on stream. Try to not make it too personal or too risque, I guess. Keep it wholesome, right? But we're looking for questions that we could add to the Monday N question stream. What's the N question stream? I'll leave that as a surprise for Monday. It's another one of those that I'm excited to do because we haven't done something like this in the past, and it could all spectacularly fail in a pillar of flame and smoke. Or it could be a new thing that we could keep doing for the future. Maybe with other people, right? Not just with Mr. Hal Sonaros. Maybe we can do it for other people too. Who knows, right? We'll see. End questions. No tekiyu. Kogmo cosplay? Of all the things? Kogmo cosplay? Why? Solve for N? Do you want to do a math stream in the future? Like an algebra stream? Stop! Not those pufferfish sounds. Will I get TOS if I play the pufferfish sound? I think I'll get TOS if I play the pufferfish sound. So let's not do that. Pasa algae games. Bilis ang utak? Taba ng utak? Sana tinutubukan ka pa ng buhok. Ay nako. Taba ng utak. Sana tinutubuan pa ng buhok ang ulo mo. May attack ba? May pag-atake ba? Imagine Stitch. Oh, why do I imagine? Why do I need to imagine Stitch? Anong meron? Diba si Ohana means I can't do a Stitch impression. I can't. Ohana means family. Because, Anyway, any other suggestions? Yung sinuot niya yung bra sa mata niya. Sa mata nga ba? It's, I don't remember. Di ba sa ulo, tapos kunyari, ano daw, cat ears or something? I don't know. Ano, meron pa bang ibang Akachi? Ano? Akachi Kibaba? Akachi Kibaba. Yeah. Ayoko. Collab with Jump 56. Ayoko. Siguro ano na? After ng After ng anniversary. Oo, after na ng anniversary streams. Tsaka na. You guys are laughing about that, but our grandmas converted old bras into face masks. I mean, we're laughing not because of the bra. We're laughing because of our friend. If you met our friend, you'd laugh the same way. We laugh because of our friend, not because of the bra. The bras are fine, right? Like, if you want to repurpose it that way in times of need, then yeah, by all means. It's our friend that we're laughing at. Siguro ano na, after next week, sure, when we start our second year, then yeah, sure, I'll consider it. Why not? As long as I don't get canceled. My gosh, that'll be the riskiest stream I will ever have if I collab with the Jang 56. It'll be the riskiest stream ever. I don't think that might be my last ever stream. Instant graduation right after. I would like to apologize for the language that we used in our previous streams. It's unbecoming of me as a sensei, and as a result, I am formally graduating this date of whatever. No more second anniversary stream. Moteki cancelled. Hashtag Moteki cancelled. You're already practicing your apology video. I mean, boo, not enough. What do you want me to do? See, that's what I'm telling you guys. Look, I'm not gonna read that. Look at what Jang56 just said. Actual graduation stream. How would I do an apology video? What would I say? How do apology videos begin? They begin with tears, right? I can't cry on command. If I were to do an apology video, I'll probably do it in a very solemn tone rather than crying, because I don't know, I feel like crocodile tears is so fake, even though, you know, the idea of an apology video is already fake to begin with. But anyway, if I were to do an apology stream, I'll probably just say it in a solemn, somber tone. It is with a heavy heart that I announce my graduation effective immediately. Our days have been fun, and while they are now numbered, I would cherish the memories that I have made with all of you. That is, if you could find it in your heart to forgive my unbecoming behavior in my past stream with Jang56. Do an interpretative dance an apology video. Wait, no, Panda. I think you arrived at a weird time. No. I'm practicing my apology video. Should I ever collab with Jang56? I'm pretty sure. Panic si Panda. Oh no, we should make an apology video competition. Yo, X-Hans, you know what? Not for next week's, but that's a good idea. I'm gonna write that down. Do you mind, X-Hans, if I take that idea? I think that's a funny idea. That's you know when that'll be a really good idea to do on next year's April Fools, right? Next year's April Fools, everyone just makes an apology video. Yeah. I mean, they did it. They did at least. I think what they did were they threatened. Hi chat. Hi Sensay. Hello Panda. I think what they did was they announced their graduation. But some of them I think did apology videos. But this one in particular would just be apology videos. And it will just be us trying to outdo each other. Like who can make the best apology video. An apology video for something that you did not do. Or how about this? It's an apology video, but it's an apology video for some trivial thing, right? Like apology for, let's say, I don't know. There's this superstition, right? Like if you cut your nails in the evening. I remember this. Sorry, this is another story. I think we have time. We have 30 minutes. So there's a Filipino superstition for those who are not. I'm pretty sure most of you in the chat are Filipinos, but I'm not sure if you're aware of this Filipino superstition. That you're not supposed to you're not supposed to cut your nails in the evening, right? Like if you cut your nails in the evening, it's a sign that you want your parents to die. You want your parents to be unalive, or however you want to say it. It's a sign that you want your parents to pass away, I guess. It's such a strange superstition, right? But that's a Filipino superstition. I remember this distinctly because there was a time when I guess I did something wrong. I don't 100% remember, but my dad was angry at me. I forgot why. He was just mad at me. And then I noticed that, oh, this might not just be nails. This might be nails on your feet. Right? Nails on your feet. Is there a specific term for that? Nails on your feet. If you cut the nails on your feet in the evening, it's a sign that you want you're dooming your parents, essentially. So, I noticed that, there you go, toenails. Thank you. I didn't know the word for it. I forgot the toenails exist. The word toenails exist. Anyway, as opposed to fingernails, I guess. So, after getting a scolding from my dad, I don't remember why anymore. But after getting a scolding, I noticed that my toenails are getting a bit lengthy, and for me, cutting nails whether fingernails or toenails is slightly therapeutic because you have to focus on what you're doing, otherwise you might hurt yourself. And so while you're cutting your nails, you really can't be doing anything else. So I decided, I've been through the ringer, let me cut my nails. I forgot about that superstition. And my dad caught me cutting my toenails, and he shouted at me, "Oh, so do you want me unalive?" I'm like, what? He let go of it immediately. Like in the future, when he catches me cutting my toenails at night, it doesn't bother him anymore. I think it was just the fact that he got mad at me, and then I started cutting my toenails is why he suddenly thought of the superstition. But it's a dumb superstition, right? Sweeping during the evening is sweeping your luck. See, that's another one. Like, what if the only time I have to sweep is in the evening because I'm working on the daytime, right? Totally unfair for people who live alone. I don't want to spend my weekend sweeping and tidying, so I'll sweep and tidy in the evening after work. What does that have to do with my luck? There's another one, right? Like sleeping with wet hair. Like if your hair is still wet when you sleep, you'll be blind or something. What does that have to do with anything? They say there's an explanation, I guess, there's a rational explanation for all of these superstitions. Like, for example, sleeping with wet hair, they don't want you to do that because you'll ruin your pillowcase. But I don't really know about cutting your nails at night. Maybe back in the day when you do not have, when we did not have yet like electric lighting, we're operating at night via gaslight. I guess it's dangerous to cut your nails at night. Maybe. Nakaka-migraine ako pag natulog ako with wet hair. I mean, that's a legitimate probably reason why you shouldn't be sleeping with wet hair. Not because you're gonna get blind. Like, what the heck? What? Where's the connection? I'm not sure about sweeping at night, where that came from. I don't know what's the pragmatic explanation for that is. Some of them are just coincidence, and the belief are just being passed down from person to person. My theory is they started with, it could be a coincidence, or it could really be something pragmatic. And as it's being passed down from person to person, it gets morphed and corrupted into something else. And I wouldn't say that the reason for the morphing or the corruption is it could be partly because, hey, it's years, right? It's been years since this passed down by word of mouth knowledge has been, I guess, being passed down. But maybe at some point, it's to scare the other person into believing the superstition, like up the stakes a little bit, like for example, cutting the nails at night. Maybe it really used to be because it's dangerous to cut your nails at night because it's dark. But when we started having electric lights and evenings could just be as productive as mornings, maybe that the reasoning behind it is no longer applicable. But since people still want to pass that superstition down, they just change the stakes, right? If you cut your nails, you are dooming your parents. If you cut your toenails at night, you're dooming your parents, blah 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 blah. I for one hate all of these superstitions. They're such an annoyance, right? Even if they're minor, they do still stop progress or something like that. Something bleeding. Anyway, is there anything else that you'd like to see for our anniversary celebration? I think remarkable in its absence is Genshin. The reason behind that is I'm waiting for Fontaine content to drop before I start streaming Genshin again. I considered doing something Genshin related for the anniversary celebration, but right now we're in the lull in between regions. So while waiting for so I guess I would only start streaming Genshin again when Fontaine drops. I'm excited for Fontaine. Oh my god. Have you seen the trailers? The drip marketing for Fontaine? Let me grab a drink of water. It's the second anniversary of Tears? Whoa. When are they celebrating their anniversary? What date? But yeah, for Genshin, I might start doing Genshin streams again when Fontaine drops. I'm super excited for Fontaine. Given what they did, what Hoyoverse did for Sumeru, the stories in Sumeru, my gosh, I can't wait for what they might do in Fontaine. In Genshin, do you aim for maxing your characters in 12-star the Abyss? X-Hans, see, everyone has their own source of fun when they play Genshin. Some find it fun to max out characters for Abyss. I prefer to max out characters because I like these characters. I don't Abyss at all. I only do like 12 stars in Abyss just for the battle pass. Just for the Gnostic Hymn, or is that what it's called? Gnostic Hymn? I only do Abyss for Gnostic Hymn. What's the point? Why am I making my characters stronger? Because I just like to see my favorite characters be as strong as they possibly can be. How do I measure that? Comparing it, I guess, against other people's, but I don't really play Abyss that much. What I do in Genshin, my source of fun is just collecting the characters that I like and then building them and also experiencing the story. That's why in the lull between major content, like actual, story content for a region, I tend to slow my pace down. Like for example, I haven't done the Nahida story quest that unlocks one of the weekly bosses. Next week din ang Tears of Thebes second anniversary. I guess it's timely that we'll insert an hour of Tears of Thebes before the Saturday culminating activity. Why not? I don't think it spoils the culminating activity, no? It's just another extra bit of content before the actual culminating activity at 8. I think it's fine. I also haven't unlocked that boss and I need the materials for Nahida. X-Hans, I haven't unlocked Ajdaha yet. And at this point, I don't think I ever will. Just because, just as a meme, right? Just as a meme, I'm not gonna unlock Ajdaha anymore. I have already more or less cleared the Archon quest for Sumeru, right? But I have not unlocked Ajdaha yet. The Agedaha story has not yet been played in my world. If you go to my world, the tree where Agedaha is supposed to be is still there. It changes in appearance, right? Right? Like after you defeat Agedaha, it still is the same as it was before. I have not played. I have not unlocked Agedaha. How about the Raiden? Raiden I unlocked. Raiden I unlocked. I think you have no choice, or yeah, I think it's a side story quest, right? I played through Raiden's story quest, so I unlocked it through that. I needed to know more about about Inazuma's story. I love the story of Inazuma. And it was a little too late that I realized that I really liked the story, because prior to that I was just speedrunning through everything. Raiden is a character story quest, yeah. So I wanted to make the most of whatever is left from Inazuma. So I played through all of the story quests as much as I could. And then for Sumeru, the reason why I played through all of the story quests is because the storytelling in Sumeru is fantastic. It's so good. Every single character's story is so good. Saino's story is really good. Even Tainari's story. I don't like Tainari in particular as a character. For no particular reason. It's just not, Tainari is just not like a preference, I guess. But oh my gosh, his story quest is so good. His story quest is the one with the robot thing, right? The robot thing and his creator, and how the dude creating the robot, the crab robot, is trying to give him sentience. My god, that's so good the way it was written. Tugged on the heartstrings. Yeah, every character in Sumeru I think got like a really good story quest for the most part, and then every single Archon quest was good. The only quests that I didn't quite like in Sumeru was the really long ones, the Aranara ones. I haven't really completed it. I liked the cinematic in the end, the one where everyone's singing, all the Aranaras are singing, but the fact that it's not voiced made it feel like a chore to go through. Like, I can't just auto this so I could watch the cutscene. I have to read. I could auto it, but I have to read. Ugh. And then you have to collect like what, 100 or something Aranara throughout the region of Sumeru. Again, I have nothing against the Aranara. In fact, I have the Aranara mode. This. This. Yeah, I have Aranara mode for a reason. They're cute. Right? They're super cute. But I don't know, man. It's the quest. It's how the quest was made. Anyway, do you have any more suggestions about what I can do for next week's stream? Any more suggestions for me? Any more things you'd like me to explore? Also, I'm also taking suggestions for the second year of streaming, you know? We've gotten so many good suggestions already. Things that I would like to do on year 2. Speaking of which, there are things that I would like to achieve for year 2. I guess I could talk about some of them now. I might not have a chance to do so next week. One of the... You know what? I shouldn't be coy about this, right? I shouldn't be coy about this. One of the pipe dream... Is it a pipe dream? I'm not sure. But one of the dreams I've had with Moteki U is to... Maybe... God, if I say it, then it might come into fruition. Whatever. I wanted to turn Moteki U also into a VTuber group. Like, we joke about it a lot of the times. Oh, this is already a VTuber agency or whatever. But it still is a dream for me to turn it into something like that. Only because I really do like supporting others, right? I love giving others the tools they need to succeed, to share what I have learned, to share my experiences, and to also link people to others who might have more experiences than I do. They might be able to share what they have learned, what they have accomplished, what they have experienced, right? Is it achievable? Thank you for your faith, X Hans. Yeah, maybe if not next year, then next, if we're still continuing by then. Perhaps by then I might consider stepping down as an active streamer and be more like a behind the scenes person. Like, I'd still stream occasionally because I do love streaming, but and we need the Muteki fighting game, right? Yeah. One form or another. If we can't turn it into an actual fighting game, then maybe we can turn it into some sort of cinematic project, maybe. Imagine an entire, like, crossover-ish sort of movie or something featuring Muteki University people. That'd be cool, right? That'd be cool. Make it into a gacha game. You know, back at the start of 2023, one of my goals was to produce something that is Muteki branded. Hopefully by this time we have established that when I say something is Muteki branded, I'm not just referring to myself as Sensei Muteki. Rather, it's more of Muteki University as a whole. But anyway, I'm just, I guess, one of the people in Muteki University. Just so happened to be, I guess, named after me to an extent. But when I say something Muteki branded, I'm thinking along the lines of something that's connected to Muteki University, right? And to release something like that. So a game is, oh my god, if we're able to achieve that, I will be super, super happy, right? I guess even if it's just a dream, it's good to have it. You know, dream big, aim for the stars. Something aim for the stars, something land on the moon. Aim for the stars. If you fall, then you land on your rooftop or whatever. Just don't break it so you don't fall into the ground. Right. Is there anything else? Anything else that you'd like to suggest? If not a fighting game, an RPG game would also be fun. Yo, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think that would be our next podcast thing. You know, maybe we'll do a series on what if Muteki University but RPG. Maybe we do a game design stream, but the game design, we're designing an RPG around Muteki University. Hey, that would be fun. That would be fun. Anything else that you'd like to suggest for next week? If none, then I suppose we could end the stream a little early. I did say my target is we end the stream at around 10 p.m. tonight because I do have something else to do after. I just really wanted to have the stream to talk to all of you and hear your ideas. VN with Muteki U. Oh, we need some of the VTubers to be our antagonists. Oh, you have to select who will be the villains of the RPG. What will the story even be? Oh, speaking of story, one of my targets for year 2 is to produce a channel trailer that fleshes out the lore of Muteki U. Now, when we do the RPG, I don't think the RPG would be in the same, like, quote-unquote universe as Muteki U lore. It might be an alternate universe because I don't want my friends to be villains. So maybe it's an alternate universe where some of the Muteki U people are also villains. Maybe a VN is closer to reality than a full RPG just because it might be a little easier. Based on my experience, it might be slightly easier to code a VN versus to code a full-blown game, if that makes sense. For a full-blown game, you need experience in a proper game engine. Might be a bit difficult. For a VN, there are some tools that allow you to make a VN rapidly. Things like Ren'Py, for example. Ren'Py lang naman yung kung mag-VN. Ren'Py, there's also a few good Unity packages, Unity libraries. DDLC was done with Ren'Py. Yeah. Ren'Py is really powerful. Like, if you spend time learning Ren'Py, you could make a lot of good VN. Unity can do VNs, yes. There is a library. Unfortunately, it's not free, but there is a library that facilitates the development of visual novels via Unity. I just think that unless you absolutely need the other features of Unity, I think it's a little too extra to develop a VN on Unity. You coded with no ++, no libraries used. No! The letter was made in Unity. I see. To me, I think if you're not intending to use some of the extra features of Unity to make your VN a little more, I guess, innovative, it might be wiser to make your VN in a platform, a library, an engine that is really made for VNs. Mag-Unreal. God, Unreal. I was trying to play a VN called Umineko back then. What about that VN? What about Umineko? Didn't finish. Wait, is that the same game? When They Cry? I've heard of When They Cry. By the way, did you play Grand Blue Fantasy Versus? Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Hold on. I did purchase a Grand Blue game recently. Yeah. I'm not playing. I have it. I downloaded it. I played a few tutorial stages. I purchased it. I have it. I was so smitten by the small cast of characters that I have from the basic version that I purchased the DLCs as well. If anything, the characters are really fun, right? The characters are really well made. So I purchased yesterday because it's very cheap. It is cheap, right? It's cheap. I purchased it too. I might honestly need a new controller to properly play it. Maybe it's a skill issue, but it's probably a skill issue. But the thumbstick of my current controller is a little too sensitive. My QCF becomes QCF UF. Like, why is my character jumping? I just want to do a fireball. I know you could do basic inputs, but as someone who played fighting games in the past, the QCF motion is like muscle memory to me. So instead of just doing the simpler inputs, I still insist on QCFing, quarter circle forward. I still have the money for it, but I'm not sure if I should buy it because it doesn't have the rewards for the mobile game, and it's a very, very easy game to play too. So, Monix, if you're planning on purchasing Grand Blue, I think it's a safe enough purchase for its price. It's safe enough that if you're interested in the characters because maybe you've played the mobile game and you like to see them in a different context, there is a single player mode that you could play through, and for the price that you paid, I think you're gonna get a lot of value. However, if you really are tight on money, there are some reasons why you may wanna skip you may want to skip Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Like, for one, I think for the most part, the online community for Grand Blue GBFV, right? The Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, such a mouthful. I think the online community for this is a little on the small side. Yeah, it might be difficult for you to find opponents online. It might take you some time to queue up against someone playing this game. You might get more opponents now that the game is super cheap. Maybe there's lots of people buying it right now and gearing up to play. But I think it's one of those games where a month or two from now, the community might start dying down because it's a simple game. It's an easy game to learn vis-a-vis other anime fighters. Yeah? In relation to other anime fighters. Other anime fighters have really complicated input schemes, really long combos, and while I do not doubt that an experienced GBFV player would pull off like extremely long combos, I think it's more on the simpler side, easier to pick up side. So without that depth, I am not quite sure if it will have the longevity of other anime fighters. I'm happy. I'm better off happy than right. So if 2 months from now there's a thriving Grand Blue Fantasy versus community, then I'm happy. The RPG mode I know is fun. I have a friend who's playing the RPG mode and they're having a lot of fun with it. So I know people who play it, so I can just ask them. Yeah, MK11 is also fairly cheap. True. I am not a big fan of... Well, I played a few Mortal Kombat games in the past, and I'm updated slightly with the lore because I read the wiki, but I don't know. I'm just okay with Mortal Kombat. I'm okay with Mortal Kombat. I have MK11 for some reason. I guess I purchased this sometime last year or something. I have it. I haven't installed it. I haven't played it. Why do I have this? When did I purchase the game? Can you see on Steam when you purchase the game? Because I have MK11. I don't remember when I purchased it. Probably last year. Okay, it's almost 10, so I need to go. So yeah, I guess that's my plans for next week. I am really looking forward to seeing all of you again next week. I hope you'll be able to join or participate in or be in my chat for all of the activities for next week. I am both excited and a little nervous as well, because seeing our friend Halsonaros's celebrations and how he's been quite tired at the end of every one of them. I don't know. I'm a little nervous because of that. But I'm more excited than I am nervous. I'm really hoping to see all of you next week. Okay? So I'll see you starting Monday. Monday, our stream would be at 9 p.m. It has to be 9 p.m. because my work ends later during Mondays, and I will not be home until about 8 p.m. and I still need to eat dinner, so 9 p.m. it is. Sabatons really are exhausting, right? That's why I'm not doing a sabaton just yet. I feel like I'm not in the right state of mind or something to do a sabathon. Although, when we do reach 500 followers, maybe I'll do a subathon. I think it's an apt thing to do when we reach 500 followers. We're kind of close. We're at 463. Imagine hitting 500 at like the end of the anniv celebration schedule. All of a sudden, we have to do a subathon immediately. I've watched Yugi tubers who actually never stop streaming until the timer goes 0, but they sleep from time to time. Yeah, I think that's the responsible way to do a subathon. Pause the duration, pause the timer to sleep. And then when you start streaming again the following day, that's when you continue the timer. I think it's too exhausting to like do to stream 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours straight, Oh, they don't pause the timer? I see. I think I will. If I do a subathon, I think I'll pause the timer. They'll just let the timer go while they're sleeping. I think that's kind of cheap. Well, that's just me. Then again, who knows? Maybe if I do a subathon just to use up the time, I might just keep the timer running. But I feel like I would pause the timer. At the end of the day, I'll pause the timer, continue again the following day, etc., etc. They even do sleep streams. See, here's the thing. I'm not quite sure if a sleep stream would be interesting for a VTuber like me. Like, for a PNG tuber like me, right? Like, what will I have on stream? Just me on I guess, on a 3D bed sleeping or something, right? I don't think that'll be interesting to watch. So, I don't know. I feel like if I were an IRL or a flesh tuber or something, maybe it makes a little bit of sense. Although it's still dangerous and I still wouldn't do it. But a PNG bed. Exactly, right? Exactly. Oh, nga tulog sa stream. I remember that. I don't remember. I don't know why you slept on stream. I remember that scene. Yep, we did raid you. We did raid you while you were sleeping. That was funny. Hey, speaking of raid, I think we should go raid out. I want to play a ukulele song for you guys, but I think I'll reserve it for Thursday. I have been practicing a lot of new ukulele songs, and one that's I'm surprised that it's something that's doable on the ukulele. It's not easy, but it's doable, and I would like to master it as best as I could before Thursday, so I could play it for you. So I won't play anything first on the ukulele tonight. I'll do that on Thursday, and yeah, I will see you all on Monday. I hope. Please do support the celebrations. Don't do it for me. Do it for everyone who made Sensay Moteki and Moteki University possible. So yeah, that's it for today. Can you help me look for someone to raid? Who do we raid tonight? Who is streaming tonight? Walker is streaming. Or DDR is streaming. Do you want to raid DDR? Actually, DDR. Distant Coder has a subathon a few months ago and it reached around 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Streaming for Primo. I think we raid DDR. Do you want to raid DDR? Kirarin Walker. Kirarin is streaming right now? Oh. Should we do a vote for this? Because I equally want to. If I could raid all 4 of them. Kirarin Walker, Verksta, and DDR. If I could raid all 4 of them at the same time, I would. How do we resolve this? How do we resolve this? Or just pick. Maybe we raid Kirarin. So we can remind Kirarin. Poll? How do we set up a poll? Create a new poll. Question. Who do we raid? Responses minimum 2. R. Walker. Kirarin. And who's the last one? Verkten. There you go. Allow additional vote tour. Duration. Set it to 2 minutes. 1 minute. 1 minute? I think 1 minute is sufficient, right? We don't 1 minute poll. 2 minutes, 1 minute. 2 minutes? 2 minutes? 1 minute because it's already 10. Let's just do 1 minute. Okay, there you go. Poll is ongoing. Please vote on who you would like us to raid. We have 4 choices. Berksin, DDR, Kirarin, or Walker. They're all good friends of Motekiyu, and I would like to raid them all if I could. But since I can only raid one person, Please don't vote it. Please don't make it so that all four will have the same amount of. I can't see the results right now. I don't know if you can. I can't. Please. Please. I hope there's one clear winner. If they're all like 25%. Come on, man. Please, let there be a winner. Okay, we're at the tail end of our poll now. Who will win? Okay, poll is... Shut the fuck up. Really? Is it equal? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yeah, it is 1-1-1-1-1. Don't do this to me. Who do we raid? I'm gonna pick. Okay. Chat. I know how to do this. There are 4 choices. There is a D4. And I have a D4. Can you give me 2 minutes? I'm gonna get my D4. I voted when the poll actually started, so I didn't force to equal that. Someone equal forced it. Okay. I have... Why did you not vote? Why did you not vote, IMA? Just so it will be equal? Okay. What if I put you on the spot? IMA, pick one. IMA, pick one. Although I'm holding a D4 right now. I have a nice dice set with like a rose in the center. Make it more interesting. How do I make it more interesting? How do I make it more interesting? D20. Ah shit, my dice. No. And my D20 is also here. I can use the D20. D20 is also more satisfying to roll, I guess. So D20, since it's a D20, how do we divide it? 4 choices, so what is that? We do 1 to 5. 1 to 5, we raid who? We raid DDR.